Later today, no matter where you're at in America, an alarm will be sounding off on your phones, your tablets, your computers. It will run across every TV screen in the country. It will be heard on every radio station across the entire nation. They are claiming that this is just a test of the National Emergency Alert System. But the interesting part is that this emergency alert system has nothing to do with your local area. It has nothing to do with an emergency that may happen locally to you or locally to me. This alert system is for national emergencies that affect the entire nation. Now sit back. Think about it for a second. A flood? That doesn't affect the entire nation. A tornado? That doesn't affect the entire nation. A hurricane? That doesn't affect the entire nation. A fire? That does not affect the entire nation. What type of emergency could affect the entirety of the United States? What type of emergency could that be? Really think about it. It would have to be an attack from our enemies. Maybe we get hit by a nuclear bomb. Maybe we're getting invaded by a foreign country. This national emergency alert, they're getting us ready. They're getting prepared. I know that there's a lot of theories and conspiracies online about why they're doing this test. I know a lot of people think that, oh, you're going to turn into a zombie, or it's going to activate some type of medicine that the government may have influenced you to take over the last couple of years. And people are going to start acting crazy. I'm not here to tell you what to believe. You can believe whatever you want. But I will tell you this. We're on the brink of nuclear war. And I think we're closer to it than any of us, including myself, could possibly imagine. In fact, part of me wonders if these people already know that this is going to happen. That this is the next big thing that's going to rock our world, if you will. October 3rd, it just so happens, yesterday, Russia conducted the biggest nuclear war drill in the history of the world. I talked about it on multiple videos already. They're preparing their people and their country for the possibility of a nuclear strike. This wasn't your average drill. During this drill, they pretended like 70% of Russia's just been wiped out. Half the population is gone. The buildings are all gone. Radioactive contamination is everywhere. Martial law has taken over. You see, the difference between Russia and the United States is that Russia, at times, they'll just keep it real with their people. Because they're not as sensitive. If they want to do a nuclear drill, they'll just tell them, hey, you know what? It looks like we may be getting hit by a nuclear missile soon. We're going to do a nuclear drill. How about that? Over in America, they're not going to do that. Over here in America, everyone's soft. Everyone would panic. So what's happening? Hey, we're going to do this national emergency alert test. Nothing to worry about, people. Everything's okay. But the reality is, this is the equivalent of what's happening in Russia. This is just how our country is going about it. They're not going to tell you, hey, everyone, we're having a nuclear warning test. We're having a nationwide test just in case, we get hit by a missile. We're trying to go ahead and, test these alarms real quick. They're not going to tell you all that, but that's what's happening. Do you think it's a coincidence that on the 3rd, Russia holds these nuclear drills, and then on the 4th, for the first time in I can't even remember how long exactly it's been, but they're doing this freaking alert that they've been talking about for months. And it just so happens that this is for an emergency that would affect the entire nation. So it's not a natural disaster. It's some literal war type. Basically, that's the only thing it could be. So like I said, Russia will just tell the people straight up, because they're cold, with it. They don't care. Hey, nuclear drills tomorrow. Looks like the U.S. may hit us with a nuclear bomb soon. We're going to go in the bunkers. We're going to pretend like half the country got wiped out. In America, they're going to call to you. Hey, what are your pronouns? Okay. They, them? Okay, well, hey, don't worry. Everything's fine. You can continue pretending to be a kitten. You're a furry, right? Yeah, okay, cool. We're just going to have a little alarm that's going to go off on your phone. Don't worry. Okay? Don't check the internet. Okay? Don't worry about what they're saying on the internet. Believe us, everything's fine. Okay? We're just doing this out of nowhere for no reason at all. For the first time in years, we're just going to send off this national emergency alarm. Don't worry. That's how America handles things. But basically, what's happening is our nation and other nations are so close to the point that we're so close to nuclear war that we're already getting ready for it. The only difference is other countries know they're getting ready for it, and our country doesn't. Our country has no idea what the hell is going on. Everyone's going to see this alarm. What the hell? Who knew? Oh, it's going to turn us to this or whatever. And no one's going to think, hey, oh, wait. It looks like our country's basically preparing to get hit with a freaking nuclear bomb soon, possibly. So I just it's not funny, but it's funny that this alarm's going to be going off on every single person's phone across the entire country today. Every person is going to see or hear or talk about this alarm, and 99% of these people won't have any clue. Some people will question things. There'll be wild conspiracies out there. Who knows? By the time you're watching this video, maybe we'll all be zombies. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's just funny that all this stuff is going to happen, and the majority of people are not going to have any clue why this emergency system is really being used. Meanwhile, in other countries, they're doing stuff like this, and they're letting people know straight up what's happening. Over here, it's just, hey, you're going to be kept in the dark, and then once a bomb goes off, we'll pretend like we didn't know what was going on. We'll point fingers over here and there, and then it's this person's fault. It'll be the same old BS that we see with every catastrophe. But yeah, if you pay attention and you read between the lines, that's what's happening. This is not some type of drill for a fire. This is not some drill for this, a drill for that. This is a nationwide emergency drill because they know that we're getting really close. And if you look at how things are playing out, it looks as if our country is dead set on war with China and Russia. That's not an opinion of mine. That's just, if you look at how things are playing out, it's blatantly obvious. I think all of us have known that for a while. The moves that are being made by other countries as well, there's been a line drawn in the sand. A lot of countries are no longer relying on the US dollar. Russia has been driven closer to China. They're in talks with other countries as well. Things are about to get bonkers real soon. And that's why you're seeing this test. That's why this alarm is going to sound off on your phone today. Because the people running this country into the ground know that we are one small little mistake, one small step, one move away from all hell breaking loose. Let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comments below. Hopefully you're not a mind zombie by now. But if you are, go ahead. Just be a zombie and send some super things. But while you're down there, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all that good stuff. And hopefully I'll be talking to you all in the next video. We'll see.